back. All right, what's up? Let's see here. I'm a libtard cuck. Yeah, at least according to the gentleman who I couldn't get his breakfast whiskey and Coke. Which honestly, it was kind of my fault because I was like, sir, we don't have Coke. Is fucking my wife okay? All right, dumb joke, perfect, cool. I am a libtard cock. I'm pretty liberal, pretty cool with it. I get mad because white dudes see me and they just go, I'm gonna say some dumb shit. And I go, please don't. But they go, too bad, no consent. I'm like, feels about right. The other day, some dude looked at me and he was just I was talking about something and somehow he was just like, yeah, I don't think bisexual people exist. They're just pretending. All right, dude, when was the last time you pretended so hard you sucked a dick? Like, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I've never rolled a 1 and then had to fuck a dragon. I rolled a 20 and I earned that shit. Hey, you wanna play cops and robbers? No, I wanna play cops and bottoms. What's up? All right. Thought that was better, but that's fine. You guys aren't real people, so that. Doing research in this downtime, I found out Shaquille O'Neal is a really big fan of criminal justice. He's such a big fan that Shaquille O'Neal became a sheriff in the Virginia's Sheriff Department, which makes sense because he lives in LA. That makes. Not only does he help the Virginia Sheriff's Department, he helps them by getting online and talking to child predators and like convincing them to meet up. Like he talks to sexual predators, which that sounds insane, right? Like it sounds nuts until you realize it's perfect. Like he doesn't have to pretend that hard. He doesn't. He's just like, hey, the dude on the internet's like, hey, what do you like? And he's like, well, I like Superman and basketball. Oh, what else? Well, you ever see that movie Kazam? That's my favorite. And not only does he do that, he goes to the busts, he goes to the stings, which again sounds crazy, but is perfect. Like, because if you're a creep about to go on a weird date and you see Shaquille O'Neal from basketball walk in the door, your first thought isn't, oh no, the jig is up, I'm about to get arrested by NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal. It's not, no, your first thought is, oh my God, we were just talking about this dude. I gotta get his autograph. I'm gonna get laid for sure, you know? And he just comes up to you and he's like, hey, are you creepy man 6969? And he's like, well, that's a weird coincidence, sir, because not only a very few people, oh no, honestly, I was expecting somebody completely different. And he arrests him with a cool catchphrase. I can only imagine. He's just like, ooh, baby, you about to feel the burn like icy hot. The burn of justice so deep that not even Gold Bond's medicated powder can soothe, you know? I think he should have hosted To Catch a Predator. I really do. I think that show would be in its 50th season now if he did. Like, Chris Hansen was fine or whatever, but Shaq would have like a cool catchphrase. He would just be like, oh man, this case was a slam dunk or whatever. And but the questioning, that's the thing I would love to see, because the guy comes in the house and then Shaq's just like, well, would you have a seat? And the guy's like, well, this is different. and he takes a seat, and then Shaquille O'Neal looks at his clipboard and he's like, I have a couple of questions. What did you mean on April 15th at 8 p.m. when you said you don't like Kazam? This case was a slam dunk. I ate a bunch of mushrooms and bought a gun the other day. I don't want that to sound misleading, so let me clarify. That's not the exact timeline. What I did was I ate a bunch of mushrooms, drank a few beers, went to the gun store and purchased a firearm with an expired ID that was validated by an expired registration card. Then I shot it, took it home, later to be informed that I didn't actually sign the paperwork, so I should need to come back. Like, that's fine, right? I bought it with unemployment money during a pandemic with only essential businesses, but that's cool. That's... The thing that got me though, is the dude on the phone, like, he was like, hey, you didn't sign for that. And I was like, holy shit, like, did I steal a gun? Like, oh my God, do I need to come back right now? And the guy was like, nah, just come back like Monday or whenever. He said, or whenever. You know, just Monday or whenever you sliding by. Like, how does a library have harsher return policies? Like, that was that. It's crazy. Update, I thought that was just a weird loophole. I bought another gun today. Not supposed to use an expired registration card. That is... America. 2007, my grandpa died peacefully in his bed surrounded by friends. Unrelated to guns, unrelated. 2012, my mom informed me that's the mattress I was sleeping on for 5 years. Yeah, that is 100% true. I was like, she gave me that, like, why did she tell me that? Like, that's all or nothing information. Don't tell me. Like, tell me right away and let it be my choice, or just never tell me. Like, well, why was my mom like, Tyson seems like he would love some nightmares. He would, well, I don't know why. Like, she gave me a literal deathbed. Was my were my grandpa's last words, Punk Tyson. He's a bitch. My grandpa didn't like me that much. How was a Sally, is his words. How we found out is I was flipping the mattress one time because I was dating this girl, and we flipped this mattress, and there's a stain on the bed, and my girlfriend at the time was like, hey, what's that stain? And I was like, I don't know, let me call my mom. And I asked my mom, I was like, hey, what's that stain on my bed? And then she told me, and my girlfriend asked me, she goes, hey, what's that stain on the bed? And I was like, well, as it turns out, it's the reason you leave me. Yeah, my mom told me, well, that's your grandpa died. I was like, cool, that's not like a milkshake incident, or like, no one had a big bowl of hot chocolate that they just spilled in a big circle right in the middle. That's a soul leaving a body there, huh? Well, I'm broke, 2 more years. There's so much more. I gotta look at the notes. Yep. Cool, yeah. I owned it while being single. Like, she left me and I still had the bed for a while, which was crazy because now I have like a decision to make. Like I'm not the best at getting women home. Like, do I just ruin the whole evening by like telling them the truth, or do I try to like spiff it up, be like, hey, old girl, come in here, I got an OG Casper mattress, like, that's what I got. Well, like, what I decided to do is I just slipped it in conversation, you know, like I'd give them a tour, I'd walk in the bedroom and be like, yeah, that's my workstation, that's a TV, yeah, it's pretty big, don't get used to that idea, that's my bed, that's where the man who taught my mom how to ride a bike passed on, that's a pile of dirty laundry, let's get in my pants, you know, that's not... Got any good closer tag on that one? Is anyone? Nope. People are worried about monsters under the bed? Nope. All right, come on. What do we got? Anyone got a tag? I'm fishing. I'm out of time, so I'm just fishing. Anyone got a good goof on that one? Anyone got a riff?
Riff.
Yep. All right. Good job, you creative sons of bitches.
Well, can you jog my memory?
Is his soul in the mattress? Is that what the thing was?
Shit the bed.
Well, yeah. When you die, you shit the bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought his soul was in the mattress.
Well, it could be. Yeah. It's memory foam. It's. I'm pretty progressive, but my mattress hates Jews.
My pillow. Something my pillow.
Shut up, Brett!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Dad?
It's good to be back, guys. The workshopping could use some work, but that's fine. Thank you very much. I love some of you.